hard and takes a lot of time and work to change, but if one gets angry regularly, it would be beneficial to strive for better by learning to control oneself. Gary Van Wormerdam, a longtime teacher of universal principles of common sense and spiritual guidance, said it best when he said, "Anger is a destructive force, like fire. It can destroy your home, your business, your career, and your personal relationships." I wouldn't attempt to manage a fire in my house or my relationships. Any fire, no matter what size, can do unwanted damage. That's why the best kind of fire management is fire prevention. By the same reasoning, the best kind of anger management is anger prevention. Relatedly, people need to learn to control their anger better by either prevention or management skills. Today, I'm going to tell you about the nature of anger, how it can be prevented or managed, and details about valuable solutions to anger outbursts. I would like you to think about your life and how much better it could be if you were to gain more control over the most powerful of emotions, anger. It's your life. You should be able to control your emotions better in order to sustain more happiness. First, the nature of anger and what it consists of is very interesting and eye-opening. A national survey done by professionals at Live Science studied 1,800 adults and found that while anger is a feeling that is very normal for people to feel and express, if held on too long, it can be devastating to the holder's well-being. These studies also showed that people with financial problems, children, and fewer years of education get angrier than people without these issues. The American Psychological Association defines the nature of anger as being, like other emotions, it is accompanied by physiological and biological changes. When you get angry, your heart rate and your blood pressure go up, as do the levels of your energy hormones, your adrenaline, and your noradrenaline. Anger can be caused by both external and internal events. You can be angry at a specific person, such as a coworker or a supervisor, or events, such as a traffic jam or a canceled flight. Or your anger could be caused by worrying or brooding about your personal problems. Memories of traumatic or enraging events can also trigger angry feelings. Anger can be difficult to deal with, and it has different reaction for each individual, which is one of the reasons why it does take time to change the way you've dealt with it your whole life. I have told you about anger and what it entails. Now I'm going to explain to you how it can be prevented or managed better. Joe Leach, an author of an effective and expertise book about the effects of anger, states, "The purpose of anger management is to find a reason why we are so mad. Once we realize what the cause is, we can get a better hold of it and make the necessary arrangements to use our anger in the proper way and to express it so that we are not losing our temper on others. One way, according to the American Psychological Association, to prevent anger outbursts is to simply calm down before it happens. This means taking steps to slow your heart rate and take into consideration your inward voices as well as your outward voices until the anger lessens or goes away. Other options to utilize instead of complete anger expression are easing up on yourself and recognizing your fears, your inner judge, and using cognitive reconstructing, humor, better ways to communicate, relaxing, problem solving, and as a last resort, changing your environment. Only you know how to control your anger and emotions best, but sometimes it's good to try new things in order to promote change and well-being. I propose that people should try one or more of these sidetracks of anger in order to gain more control of the emotion and therefore more control over their lives. If people were to try these things and care enough about their happiness and or the happiness of their loved ones, then they would see that they have to keep striving to be better for themselves as well, because it is a long process to not only anger management, but self-actualization as well. And both achievements are beyond worthy efforts. I've told you some ways that can prevent or manage unnecessary outbursts of anger, and now I will go more into detail about how to do just that. According to the Better Health Channel website, there are quite a few good physical effects in healthier ways of coping with anger. These suggest not only a good diet and exercise, which are both scientifically proven to help elevate your moods, but to seek a long-term anger management plan for oneself. Some of the suggestions for how to achieve long-term anger control is to walk away until you cool down if you feel that you've already lost control, keep a diary of outbursts to better understand how to not get there again, learn about new techniques such as meditation or yoga, exercise every day, and most importantly, to not be afraid to seek help if you feel that you are out of control too often. These are some suggestions of ways to deal with anger that will work for most people. If none of them work for you, I would suggest researching different techniques on your own that may be more fit to your liking. In conclusion, I have informed you all about anger and what it consists of, how to prevent or manage it, and more details on anger management. People should learn to control their anger better and manage their emotional outbursts in healthier ways in order to be happier within their lives. Remember this, as stated by the Better Health Channel, the long-term physical effects of uncontrolled anger include increased anxiety, high blood pressure, and headaches. Now, who really wants that?